Hello, I think everything's working. I hope it is. Because if it isn't, I'm talking to myself. But I'm used to that. Okay. Ah, god damn it. Logged out due to inactivity. That's what I get for trying to be prepared and organised. Always backfires. Do everything last minute and rushed. It works out better. Kidding. Okay. Let's get the game loaded up. Character loaded up before we get logged out again. I've got some exploring to do, and stacks of side quests, loads of them. We were heading up a road towards the north where there was, I think, some delves hadn't seen, and what are those abyssal geysers? I'm not sure on the pronunciation of that, but you know, never mind. What the hell? Oh yeah, we'd just been in there and helped some people free some people from Katora's mind magic. A horse. Yeah, we were going to head up this way. There's a delve there I haven't looked at. There's an abyssal geyser there. Guess that's the crystal tower, but there's kind of all this bit. We've been there, I think. We haven't been in. What's the legend? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that icon means. Oh. Griffins there. Yep, north. That's roughly where we want to be going. Oh man, it's so pretty. Somerset is absolutely lovely. You know, Morrowind was dramatic, but did you die? Thank you. I just wanted to check out this. Remains of his horse. It's been here a while. I think he's stealing from that when there's no one here. There's a merchant. And sell him that axe.
Take a look at the good.
Oh my... Gosh.
Not a lot of trade on.
Sell. Void steel axe of shock. Oh. Maybe I should keep that and dismantle it. Yeah, we'll do that. If I dismantle it, I can... Do I do that either for enchanting or for weaponsmithing? Hello.
Didn't those idiots ever learn how to run properly? Whoa, hey! What are you doing in this neck of the woods? Not that you don't have a right to be here, that is. It's just, well, a griffin nesting ground doesn't tend to be the best place for a stroll.
And why are you here?
Me? Why, I just got a little lost, is all.
Yeah.
I would have left already if not for my friends. We were separated, you see, running away from those damn beasts. I'm not much of a fighter, so I'm just hoping they make their way out.
You want me to find them?
Really? I have to warn you, the griffins in there are quite nasty. They do anything to protect their nests from invaders. But if you're willing, I'd be mighty grateful. Even pay you for your efforts.
In that case, it's a deal.
If you find my companions, let them know to meet me by the way shrine, right down the road. Don't worry, I won't run off before you get your reward.
So, how did you end up so close to the nesting ground?
We were on our way to Cloudrest, but must have made a wrong turn. Somehow we ended up within this nesting ground. Of all the luck. As soon as we realized where we were, a whole flight of griffins came rampaging towards us. I barely escaped.
So you're not egg thieves at all? And your companions?
The way I see it, they're either dead or hiding. If they're dead, make sure to search their pockets, alright? I'd at least want something to bring back to their families.
Uh-huh. Yeah. This doesn't smell fishy at all. Actually, where is that way shrine? Can I see it? There it is. I'm just going to activate that so that if or when I have to res at a way shrine, it's nice and close. A griffin isn't too hard, but 2 or 3 of them could be annoying. Get a view from the high ground. This is a nice bit of climbing. Sack empty. And that is quite a view. I think that's worth a screen grab. Sneak on. Ah, there's one. Ooh, loot. I will rescue your friends, but I shall rescue the loot first.
I can't believe I was nearly pecked to death. Nothing is worth this sort of trauma.
You're safe. Get to the
Oh,
road.
I'll go back to Mirinelle, all right, and give her a piece of my mind. This was all her idea in the first place.
Uh-huh. Is that another chest? Oh. Pillow of sweet dreams. Of course. So RLM didn't make it. Uh-huh. Egg thieves. Told you. That's what they were doing. That's why they were attacked. Right on the edge of the circle, so to kind of come up here, I didn't see anything. Someone else has just found that pillow. Ah, there we go.
I haven't run that hard in a long time.
You're safe. Mirinelle's waiting by the road.
That root ass best still be by the road. She owes me for this.
Keep an eye open for any sky shard. Light shafts. I don't really want to kill griffins if I don't have to. I mean, they're seriously cool looking.
Ifra be praised. I can't believe you were able to pull that off. You're something else. And don't worry, Gwynolys told me about Aralim. It's It's a damn shame he had to die, but at least my other companions are safe.
I found this griffin egg.
You did? Well, I'll be taking that. Wouldn't want it to go to waste after all.
Uh-huh.
Thanks again for all you've done. These two would have never been able to make it out, if not for you. This reward isn't much, but it's the best I can do. We'll head to Cloudrest, as soon as my companions have time to rest. I think we've got our bearings now.
You want to tell me what really happened?
What? I mean... Oh, all right. After all, you did save these drag heels. We actually came here to collect some griffin eggs. I thought we could just sneak in and out. But the damn creatures must have caught wind of us.
Why would you want eggs?
Someone hired us to grab some is all. Not sure why. Griffins aren't easy to come by, though, outside of Summerset. Perhaps our buyer plans to sell the eggs somewhere off the island. A venture that is not, far as I know, entirely legal.
And that's why you lied.
Of course. It's always a good practice to keep such transactions under wraps. For all I know, you'd have run off and told the divine prosecution. I wouldn't go tattling now, though. After all, you were the one who handed me the egg.
Yeah, but I also saved Summerset, so... I don't think Irene would hold that against me. Okay with that. Delve is off up here. See some ruins up there. Can't I Blade of Woe him? Let's try his mate. Your turn. What the hell? That was weird. My screen just went completely black. But the stream didn't. That's slightly boring. Not so good in the middle of a fight. Loot! Oh, come on. That was a mace of flame. Okay. We should deconstruct that as well. No more of those coral guys? Nope. Heavy sack. It's going to have some runes. Cheese. There's going to be something interesting. Cheese. Oh, it's Kingshaven Pass. Okay. It's the far end. Gotcha. So I don't think I went all the way through. I just did the quest at the other end. But I didn't come all the way through. Yeah, there's the other end. That's nice. Alrighty. So nice. I can kind of understand why the High Elves want to keep this place to themselves. And who the heck would blame them? Ooh. Blade of Woe. I've been in here. Haven't I? Sure, I came through here on the other mission. Yeah. Yeah, I've been in here. I should take your gold though, sir. Alright. Those guys down. Not that I probably had to kill them at all. Doesn't look to actually be anything. I'm sure I've been up here as well. What's that cave there? Fancy looking chest. Yeah, that was it. Okay. This is where I came looking for the pages of that woman's research notes. Oh, this is back into their caves, is it? Yeah. This is where I came in. Okay. Ah. That was worth a little look up here. It says that before it's opened, so I've got no idea what's in here. These are the ancient ruins where we looked for the story that matey was wanting to tell. There's not a lot in here. Champion point. I did come through to this room. Yeah. And that's a door to nowhere. All right. What is it with tombs and ancient ruins being full of lockpicks? It's like everybody's most prized possession is a lockpick. Alright. Shit, which way did we come from? Came from that way. Let's keep going this way. Dispatched him nice and quickly. Chest. Okay. Almost out of inventory space. So I think if we carry on around this way. Yep. The doors at the other end. Okay, so take us back out where we came in originally. So we can kind of keep heading north and check out that other abyssal geyser. Excuse me. Oh, daily reward. I forgot about that. Nice. Probably got, yeah. Right. That's post and housekeeping taken care of. We came up from that way, so we'll go back down this way. Nothing under here. Sneakily hidden sky shards. Some pewter dust. Oh, look at that sneaky little chest. Skyrim rock climbing. There's something there. Griffin running. No idea what it is, but let's have a look-see. Looks like it's just a load of griffins to try and kill. Holy crap. The heck? Come on. We're good now. Done and done. Darn it, need to scrap something. All right. Wasn't expecting to do that. At least I wasn't the only one that died a couple of times. Weapons. Okay, good. Let's head this way, which is all new territory. There'll be a way shrine along here, and I can travel back to Eleanor and get go and dismantle those weapons and things for crafting. Okay, so where the heck are we? There's the Abyssal Geyser. Nothing going on now. Yeah, with no one here, even if there was, not a hell of a lot I could do about it. see a way shrine anywhere. That sucks. You'd have thought there'd have been one close to a geyser. I thought I charged that. Here's the nearest way shrine. Miles away. 46 to travel there. What is it to travel? I got plenty of money. I can pay to travel. Seems slightly odd that way shrines are free, but when you use your own magic to travel, it costs money. Whereas it doesn't cost you money to use your own magic in combat. Oh. All the drop frames. All the lag. The crafting place down here. And go and deconstruct those things we picked up.
Amazing to stand at the heart of Tanzelwell, isn't it? You can hear the ancestors.
Everyone's a crafting. Where's the blacksmith? Deconstruct. Just going to deconstruct that. And that. Starshell dagger. It's not part of the set, so we'll deconstruct that. Defiler set. All of this is all parts of sets. And those aren't. As I'm here, ooh. jewelry is this? Okay, I need more pewter. Righto. A little bit of inventory space. I've got a champion point. You deal damage with a light heavy attack. You decrease the enemy's health, magic, and stamina resource. Restore and recovery by 1.2, 1.4. That'll do. Two skill points, but I really want to. See, I need to get this. I want to get the City Calder quest line going, so I need to go and do all those blooming portals. Which would be a little bit tedious, but I want to save some skill points for that.
Don't merely be a visitor to Summerset. Help uphold its justice.
Yeah, there we are. The way shrine. It's going to be the quickest one. We'll go and check out those that keep or whatever it is. Busy servers. We're going to get some textures. Going the right way, yeah. Yeah, it's not loaded the right textures on the road. Expect they'll pop in any moment. Here we go, we've come to the edge of that section. Busy little servers. You see a side quest.
Did you hear that weeping again? Oh, I've had enough of this place. A traveller.
Yes.
Don't see many wanderers out here near the Acropolis. Best give it a wide berth. There's a curse on this place. I didn't believe it at first, but once you hear that ghostly shriek, it'll make you a believer. Trust me.
So, tell me.
Ah, I see it. That look in your eye. You mean to go in there and break the curse of the Dureni Acropolis, don't you? Ah, you newcomers are an ambitious lot, I'll give you that. There's a ghost in there called L'Oreal. She's the root of it.
How?
Some folks say she was an innocent girl, buried alive by an evil sister. Others say she was a necromancer, put to the sword. Who knows? If you manage to run her off, you'll be doing all of Summerset a favor. Just don't expect us to go in after you.
Alright.
So, you're really going to look into this, yes?
Hell yeah.
Ifra's bones, if you adventurers aren't a peculiar bunch. I've got no orders to keep you out. Not many grave robbers dumb enough to loot this place. No offense. Anyway, it's been nice knowing you.
So, what are you doing here?
I often ask myself the same question. Should have followed my mother's advice and learned a trade. Cobbling, maybe. I would have been a fine cobbler. I digress.
You're talking
The
cobblers.
divine prosecution sent us out here to make sure none of the ghosts wander off.
Do ghosts often wander off? In fact, that's what I was about to ask.
Honestly, I have no idea. So far, we haven't seen any skeletons or ghoulies straying beyond the walls. But anything's possible, I guess. Just know that we'll be here, cheering you on from a safe distance.
And who are the Dureni?
You are yanking my ear, right? Everyone knows the Dureni. They're one of the oldest, most powerful clans in Aldmeric history. They founded the Dureni hegemony in High Rock back in the First Era. Not many Dureni left, but their influence remains.
Why did a clan of elves leave Somerset to settle in High Rock?
Good question. Mara knows I'd never settled in that man and beast-infested... Sorry. Honestly, I really couldn't say.
I'm a dark
Some
elf.
think it was
I don't mind.
exile, others that they were following their destiny to become the keepers of the Isle of Balfiera.
Balfiera?
Indeed. It's an ancient, weather-worn island in Iliac Bay. I've never been myself, but they say the Great Dureni Tower is so tall you could see it from the shores of Glenumbra. The Dureni keep to themselves now. I doubt they'll ever come back.
So, how long has it been this way?
What, cursed? For as long as anyone can remember. But the latest unpleasantness started a few months ago. It used to be that you'd just hear ghostly weeping every now and then. You'd feel chills, smell rotten eggs, that sort of thing.
And now?
Now? Now the place is packed with undead beasts and vengeful spirits. Can't set foot in there without some ghostly hand grabbing your ankles or some such nonsense. Ugh, gives me the creeps.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go check it out. Yeah, spiders. Aye, aye, cheeky. Okay. Interesting that the textures haven't loaded. Yet these ones have. Look at that. That looks so good. Can we get through there? Now we step off onto the unformed land. No, no chests, no loot. Oh yes, this is the way in. If I could take the ghosts out, can I buy this as a house? That'd be nice. Seriously, there's not even books in the bookshelves. We go through here. We did. So, up is the only way. Dr. Ailem below. That's where I just came in. Go up again. Ah. Keeper's letter. Dearest Kaelin, I grow old, my love. So old. The pain in my side worsens with each passing day. Won't be long before I join you in Aetherius. Funny, I've written you every day since you passed. It's always dulled the pain. And now as I stand at the threshold of death, just a heartbeat away from our reunion, I find myself racked with worry. I've sent countless letters to our family on Balferia Island, but I haven't received a single reply. I fear that I may be the last keeper of the Acropolis. With me dead, who will kindle the fires below? who will keep the Forsaken one in her tomb. Every day I feel her growing stronger, scraping at the lid of her sarcophagus, yearning to be free. Someone must come, someone must maintain the fires. We cannot allow her to go free. But I ramble. Rest well, my love, I will be with you soon. Your loving wife, Temai.
The seal, the key. Take them. We must keep her locked away. Do not let her escape.
Vampire? Maybe you're locked in a sarcophagus? A freaking lockpick. Who the hell keeps a lockpick in a wardrobe? Really? Okay, so this was the explore the catacombs. That doesn't sound ominous in the slightest. What more cheery word can there be than catacombs? Probably not along here. Probably down here. Because there's more stairs going down. Okay, yeah, we're still inside the walls. Sneak on. Those are fires. You should examine your inscription, soon to make sure there's nothing to loot. The Keeper's Oath. The Keeper's Oath. Oh, blessed be the Keeper's eyes, wrought in crimson and gold. The rueful gaze fixed on her cursed tomb since darkest days of old. When bone and death shroud stir below, may these eyes see flames alight, to exact the dark toll that she owes, to keep her soul bound tight. Okay. Oh, hello.
A keeper? No. No, an intruder. Did you not hear the shrieks? The groaning admonitions? This is a cruel and sour place, outsider. Your beating heart mocks the dead.
And you are?
Who am I? I was called L'Oreal. But in truth, I am sorrow given voice, agony given form. A prisoner confined to this cold, dead Acropolis for all time. You were brave to come here, But are you brave enough to seek the truth of this place?
Yes. Tell me what happened.
I haven't the heart to speak it aloud. I can only bear the pain through song. Even now, all these long centuries later, the taste of betrayal still fills my mouth. My soul is bound to the catacombs, sealed away in a vault of stone deep below.
How do I find it?
You carried the Keeper's golden seal. There is another, a crimson seal. It is close. I sense its presence, like a whispered accusation. Follow my voice. Find the crimson seal and place it here beside its golden brother. They will clear the path.
So, who are the keepers?
My jailers. Sons and daughters of the Direni, sworn to keep me imprisoned here. I no longer sense their presence. That gives me some small relief, at least.
And imprisoned why?
Did you not hear me? The sorrow robs me of my breath. I can only bear to tell you in song. I am sorry.
Okay. I'm still thinking vampire. Or did she become something like a vampire to save her people? Let's just use that. So it's not taking up any inventory space. Something shining. Is that? Farewell note to L'Oreal. Dearest L'Oreal, I had hoped to see you before I set out, but it seems you've gone to ground, hiding out in the old wine cellar, no doubt. I know exactly where to, behind the old cask of Alinorian, in the southwest corner. You're always rubbish at hiding. I'd come to find you, but my ship leaves with the tide. I know you're scared of being alone, and angry at me for leaving, but I just can't turn my back on the opportunity to study with the elders on Valferia. A chance to see the great Direni Tower. I hope in time you'll understand. You're stronger than you know, little sister. You don't need me to protect you anymore. Just keep reading and keep writing those beautiful songs. I'll be back before you know it. Your loving sister, Salenwe. So her sister left. Will she become some sort of evil mage? You already know it. Of course I do. We're good. 125 new collectibles unlocked. Is that another letter? Oh my gosh, so many urns. I do this on purpose. Just to troll those of us who have to check everything. Letter to L'Oreal. Dearest L'Oreal, I wish you would respond to my letters. I've learned so much here, but I miss my sister. I miss our late night debates and silly games. Please just let me know how you're doing. It doesn't have to be more than a few sentences. Just something to let me know you're alright. Mother says you spend whole days in your room, and she rarely hears you sing anymore. Breaks my heart to think that I might have driven you to this wretched state. I should be done with my studies in another year or two. I promise you. When I return home, I'll return for good. Please write me back. Your loving sister, Salanwi. Dispatch them fairly rapidly. Force lightning. Yeah, at least I got some gold. Oh my gosh. Come on. Seriously. Bethesda, ZeniMax, you're just trolling me now with these urns. Dear Sir Lanway, I hope all is well, my dear. In reference to your query, no. I'm afraid L'Oreal has not improved. She misses you terribly, but says very little about it. How I long to hear her beautiful voice again. Do you remember the autumn hymn she used to sing each morning? I still hear her hum it from time to time, but it's a mournful rendition to be sure. She's made a new friend, an artificer, from Sunhold. I tell you, daughter, something about him puts me ill at ease. He rarely speaks and dresses in a manner most unbecoming. Then there's the smell. A musty, acrid scent follows him wherever he goes. The two of them spend hours in the catacombs sharpening their spellcraft. I asked her why she would train in such a dour place, but she refused to answer. Necromancer? A few days ago I worked up the nerve to forbid L'Oreal from seeing this vagabond again, but called off at the last moment. I feel her drifting further away from me with each passing day. If I rob her of this new friend, she may turn her back on us completely. You know her better than anyone. What can I do? I await your reply with great anxiety. Your loving mother, Ohedil. A name I probably completely butchered. As I butcher them all. Either a necromancer or a vampire or something, and ooh, pat. Curses. Seems slightly suspicious or sinister that he's lying there with a soul gem in his mouth. take your gold, sir. Keeper's remains.
Behold, the Crimson Keeper! Keep to the oath, seal-bearer. Do not believe her lies. She is not what she seems.
Well, what is she? If you just said she's a vampire lord or something, I would take you at your word and get the hell out of here. Jumping points. Take that, and then if need be, you can dismantle it to learn its secrets. Shall I disenchant it, maybe? Alright, up again. Gosh darn it. Oh, recipe. Suspect that might be one I've already known. No. Excellent. Okay, this way. Find the source of L'Oreal's binding. guessing that we're going to have to release her to set her free. To kill her, at least.
Don't listen. Her words are poison.
Her heart is twisted. She deserves this fate. All her heart's doors closed and locked. The sister's power grew. Her gold eyes fixed on graves and tombs, the necromancer's muse. At length the eldest did return, flush with arcane might. She found her sisters, undead thralls, and wept long at the sight. Knowing death could not contain her sister's newfound power, the eldest and her dear any kin buried me alive, here screaming into the black.
My dearest sister, the little sprite with pigtails who chased me through the flower gardens on Sunday afternoons, the soft-hearted girl with the singing voice of a meadowlark, fallen to a necromancer's charms. I can scarcely believe it. What did we do to earn this? What spirits did we offend? If only I'd been here, if only I'd stayed, this is my fault. Something had to be done. Practicing necromancy is an unforgivable sin. I pleaded with her to repent or beg for the Durrani clan's mercy, but she persisted. She looked into my eyes with dull, flat-eyed stare and said, "They cannot kill me, sister. I cannot be killed. I will rise again and again and again for all eternity." All the kindness and gentle innocence was gone in that moment. I barely recognized her. So I performed the ritual. I bound her to the sarcophagus. I shouted the words of binding and kindled the sacred flames. Then I wept beside the tomb, listening to her froth and wail until she finally fell silent. I only hope L'Oreal's spirit can find peace here in the Acropolis, because she cannot leave. She can never leave. L'Oreal, forgive me, for I will never forgive myself. Okay, so necromancer, not vampire. All these soul crystals and we can't have any of them. Bastards. That's where she and her necromancer were doing their thing.
You found me. At last. Do you see what they did to me? What they are all still doing? Is a young girl's curiosity worthy of this torment? I only wish to pass on, to be free of this place. Please, help me.
How?
You see my prison now. This circle of braziers. The Keepers would have you relight these fires to whip me back into silence. But I beg you, take up the Keeper's flame and burn my corpse. Without my body, the Dureni's cruel magics cannot bind me.
And if I burn your body?
The Keepers marked my body with runes of restraint before they locked me in the tomb. After I expired, my soul tried to escape. But even now, centuries later, I am tethered to that husk. If you burn away my body, you also burn these runes.
And if I set you free, then what?
Would you ask a caged meadowlark what it would do? It would fly free, feel the sun on its wings, and sing its forgotten songs. It would find the joy that it had long been denied.
So no revenge?
Revenge upon whom? The elves that locked me away are long dead. Dead and gone. Only their tombs remain. Their tombs and their descendants. It's as I said in my song. My sister and I were inseparable. Different sides of a single coin, my uncle used to say. Eventually, she set out to study with the Magisters on the Isle of Balfiera. I was left here, alone.
And?
I struggled with my craft, falling further and further behind. Eventually, I found a mentor. A black-clad sorcerer who taught me the dark arts. Necromancy. I took to it like a sparrow to the wind. Eventually, my power rivaled that of my sister.
Uh-huh. And then she returned?
Yes. She found my mentor and I weaving spells over the corpses of our ancestors. She struck my mentor dead with a killing word, then wrapped me in searing chains. My sister wept when our kin rendered the sentence, that I would be buried alive.
She didn't try to talk them out of it?
No. She carried out the sentence herself. Her face was the last thing I saw before they closed the lid. The Dureni feared what I would become if they executed me outright. So they constructed this arcane prison, this torture chamber.
And how do you feel about your sister?
She did what she was expected to do. I have nothing more to say.
And if I light the braziers?
I would return to that coffin. I would go back to screaming in silent horror, gazing up at the ancient scratches on the coffin lid where I tore my fingernails to pieces trying to get out.
And you'd be like that forever?
Forever. Or until some other kind soul burned my corpse prison. You followed me and listened to my tale. I know you will do what is right.
I thought she was supposed to be in the sarcophagus.
We arrive at the moment of choice. Please, use the Keeper's flame on my remains and set me free.
Balls. I'm not sure I like the way she said their descendants. I'd like to think she's learned her lesson. I think I'm going to regret this.
Yes! Finally! chains slipping from my shoulders. My spirit is free. Free to go wherever I wish. Oh, you have done quite a deed. Your kindness will not be forgotten. Oh, squandered. I'm sure you have many questions. I'm sorry I cannot stay to answer them. I have much to do. So much to do. Farewell.
Yeah. I'm not sure that was the right thing to do. So I guess this is the quick way out. Then it gives you the quick way in. You all right? I fixed your ghost problem. I set it free. This way.
Ah, you're back. Sorry if I seem surprised. Honestly, I wrote you off as dead the minute you walked through those gates. No offense. Brought something for me, eh? A key with the Durrani seal. What exactly did you find in there?
I found L'Oreal's spirit bound in the catacombs. I set her free.
Look, I don't know how you do things, wherever it is you come from, but here on Summerset we try not to set evil spirits loose. At least the weather cleared a bit. Here, I'll pay you for that key and we'll pretend this never happened. Fair?
Fair enough.
Where is it going?
North. Out to sea. Towards Barfiera.
Strange.
Join up. See all of Somerset. Never pictured all of Somerset being some bleak, haunted ruin. By Auriel, I can't wait to be reassigned.
Be careful, newcomer. The undead beasts behind those walls will make a meal of you without the goods I provide.
Uh-huh. Griffin Guards. Medium, medium. 1655, 1870. Part of the Wisdom of Vanna set. All right. Public dungeon, eh? Done that one. There's another bit of geezer there. Gravel's hideaway. Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Oh, that's the hidden ship. Discover that town. Gorgrad Wastes, all there. Kind of filled everything else in, really. Silbridge's Iliac Bay region. Where the heck is Iliac Bay? Don't think it's anywhere here. Tavern's Landing. Maybe somewhere on the coast. Duffin, Kynes Grove, Bleak Rock. find a way shrine. Oh, God's sake. Luckily, I've ordered a new controller, so I won't have to put up with this dodgy left stick for much longer. Which will be nice. There's a road. There's ruins here, so this must be the way shrine. It's the one we used earlier, we discovered. Oh, for God's sake. Bothered to fight you, I just want to fast travel. There it is. I don't know whether I should have kept her bound or not. Probably should have. We're going to Eleanor. Probably absolutely nothing through here, but sometimes you just gotta check these things. isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I can't actually... de-enchant a weapon, but let's... part of the Defiler set. Okay, well, I don't use axes anyway. So as value. Health measure and stamina recovery. Deconstruct. Through for anything else. Nope.
I understand we've you to thank for uncovering the spying woodhawk.
Is there any more pewter lying around out here? Probably not. What's that? Platinum, I'll have that. That's probably something useful for jewellery making. Not particularly fussed about jewellery making, but you know, it's just another craft thing. That's the other end of King's Haven. Landrel. We can go there. Come on, stupid horse. Check out this place, because it looks like we haven't officially uncovered that town. Obviously been within sight of it because we're into the way shrine. Let's journey in. See a side quest?
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack. Ah, another newcomer. Delightful. What exactly can I do for you?
Guards being attacked?
What keen ears you have. You heard us discussing a private matter from way over there. Impressive.
Oh, the big and
perhaps you
pointy
can
like
put
yours.
that inquisitive nature to good use. A newcomer, much like you, is stirring up trouble here in Lilandril.
The problem is?
A member of the Mages Guild murdered a sapiarch, but now the murderer's friend is railing against the conviction, loudly. Talk some sense into her, would you? She might listen to another guest.
A member of the
You'll find her
Mages Guild?
outside the Fighters Guild.
Alright. I'm also a member of the Fighters Guild, so that's handy. Talk to Vivienne. I want to follow the main road round.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
No? I guess this is the main storyline, possibly for this town, so I have to do this.
You're a member of the Mages Guild, aren't you? Please, you have to help me. The Sapiarchs accused one of our compatriots, my best friend, of a murder he didn't commit. They won't even consider the possibility that he's innocent.
Who do they think he murdered?
Another Sapiarch named Haladon. Emil arrived at the gates of Lilandril, carrying Haladon's body, and confessed to the crime. But he seemed shocked, confused. I know Emil better than anyone. He's not capable of something like this. I swear it.
But he confessed?
He's a pacifist for Mara's sake. The Sapiarch's investigation was a joke. They just took Emil at his word and handed down the sentence. Of course, the local guild magister rolled over like she always does. Coward. Please, I need your help.
Alright. I'll help.
The Sapiarchs say Emil confessed to murdering Haladon, but he'd never murder anyone. He loved Haladon. I don't know if he's confused or disoriented, but I do know he wouldn't do it. Please, talk to Emil. Convince him to recant his confession.
And your relationship with?
Emil and I are both members of the Mages Guild chapter here in Lilandril, and students of the guild's chief diplomat, Kalawende. As for our relationship, Emil is my dearest friend. Has been since we were both in diapers.
If you can't convince him, how can I?
I don't know if he'll listen to anyone, but I don't have a choice. The Sapiarchs and Mages Guild consider the matter settled, and they've forbidden me from speaking to Emil further. No one has forbidden you to speak to him. You can still reach him.
So what can you tell me about the murdered Sapiarch?
He and Emil were very close. If you'd asked me before all this happened, I'd have wagered that one or the other was shopping for a Ring of Mara. They had common interests, but more than that, they had common values. Gods, what a tragedy.
And their interests were?
Restoration magic, wards against disease and curses, that sort of thing. They'd been researching ways to prevent lycanthropy, vampirism, and other afflictions. You see, the Emil I know dedicated his life to healing people, not murdering them.
Lover's tiff?
Absolutely not. Emil's gentle as a lamb, and Haladon didn't have a conniving bone in his body. The tension between the guild and the Sapiarchs weighed on them a bit, but not so much that it would drive them apart. Like I said, Emil is innocent.
Unless in his trying to cure vampirism and lycanthropy, he got infected. And so he did kill him, but not through his own fault.
Don't know why a scrawny thing like you is even at my shop. But you can't turn away good gold, I suppose.
Okay.
Have you seen the type of swords these high elves carry? Those pieces of unsteady scrap they call fencing foils? We here at the Fighters Guild know how to handle a real sword, am I right?
Hello, Emil.
I don't have anything to say to you or anyone else. Please, go. Yes.
Ah, your best mate thinks you're innocent.
She's wrong.
Well, I'm going to investigate. I'm a guild member. Tell me what happened.
What? No, no. They already did an investigation. I murdered Haladon. It was me. Why are you
You there? Why are you interrogating Emil? I am Kalawende, Chief Diplomat of the Mages Guild. I apologize for my tone. This has been a trying time. The Sapiarchs consider this matter closed, you know. What are you doing exactly? Vivine. Look, I've uncovered something odd as well. The Sapiarchs have made it very difficult for me to intervene directly. Perhaps you can help.
That's what I do.
Emil met a shady merchant named Galador prior to the murder. That's very out of character for him.
And his dealings were?
That's what I came here to find out. but it seems Emil doesn't want to talk. Galador has deep connections to Lilandril smugglers and thieves. If you learn what Emil purchased from Galador, we might gain some insight into Haladan's murder.
Okay.
Galador stores his business ledger in one of the inn's larger suites. Unfortunately, he placed a hex on the book, making it impossible to read without a passphrase. If you discover the passphrase, you should be able to learn what Emil purchased.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
My contacts tell me that Galador left the city on business. Goodness knows what kind. No one will accost you while you investigate. Just be careful. It cannot become known the Mages Guild is investigating this matter after the Sapiarchs forbid it.
So what can you tell me about Vivine?
She is tenacious. She often volunteers to help others. You won't find a more zealous advocate for the Mages Guild's goals and mission. In truth, I've never had a greater pupil, aside from Emil, of course.
And how is Emil more talented?
In my experience, people use talent as an excuse for idleness and lack of effort. Emil and Vivine both enjoy great natural ability, but Emil's focus on restoration magic indicates purer motives. He also works harder than anyone I know.
So why can't you look into this?
Truthfully, I'd love to. But as a diplomat, I don't have that luxury. The Sapiarchs consider the matter settled, and officially our Mages Guild has accepted their ruling. I have a duty to preserve our relations with the Sapiarchs.
So there's tension between the Guild and the Sapiarchs.
It has exacerbated tensions that already exist. The Sapiarchs see this murder as evidence of our negligence. Members of the Guild resent it, so we're caught in something of a downward spiral.
Is there anyone else that might shed light on what happened?
Yes, the guard who found Emil, Mileron. The Sapiarchs classified him as a Raya-Zen, a critical witness. Anyone with close ties to Emil is forbidden to speak with him, but not you. I'll find out where they've hidden Mileron. You look into Galador.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, let's have a quick look up here, see if there's anything I can loot. My god, I've just got lockpicks. Okay. Let's go look into Galador's room, which is where? In the inn. If we're going to be sneaky, we may as well look sneaky.
the youngest of the elves. Thou good Myr, remember well the tale of Sirabane. For when dark times came to pass, he knew to ask for aid. Oh, Sirabane.
Again. So it's having a bar up here, so I don't have to go downstairs for a drink. Lamb shank fresh, cinnamon, 6 shallots, sprig of parsley for garnish, wheel of cheese. Oh, that's the warded ledger, okay. I thought it was going to be this, but no. Despite my many protests, rascals continue to congregate outside my door. I know criminals when I see them. One of these ruffians, a snot-nosed youth with shaggy red hair, seemed particularly set on sowing mischief. Take care of it, or I might have to take matters into my own hands. Oh dearest Giovanna, you know what you know that I wanna spend 3 lifetimes with you, but my pockets are bare. I've got nothing to spare, no money and holes in my shoes. But one day, anyway, we will go to Oak Forest, deep and green. We'll rest in the roots and eat raspberry fruits, just like a king and his queen. So money in 3. No. Mischief for money. 1 keg of sheep's blood, paid. Alchemical syringes, set of 5, paid. So he wanted blood and syringes. Bookshelves. I'm thinking vampirism, maybe. Use the recipe. Which of course I already know, of course I do. Alright.
Over here.
Subtle.
I trust you were successful. My own inquiries were fruitful. I've learned where we must go next in this investigation.
You're right.
But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you manage to break Galador's wards? What did you find?
Sheep's blood and syringes.
Honestly? What would Emil want with sheep's blood? And syringes? I'd suspect blood magic or chemical addiction if I didn't know Emil. Neither of those items are illegal. He must have bought them from Galador to keep the purchase a secret.
So, what now?
I'll try to figure out what Emil wanted with these items. Meanwhile, I found the guard who arrested Emil, Millerant. I'm forbidden to speak to him, but you are not. The Sapiarchs moved Millerant to Lilandril's docks. Find out what he knows.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome to Lilandril. Just off the boat. Lots of sailors coming and going. Just don't forget to submit your shipping manifests to the harbor master. Unless there's something else you need.
I'm looking into the murder. Tell me what happened.
Sad business, that. I was at my post when I saw Emil with a body slung over his shoulder. Once he reached the gate, he slid Haladan's corpse onto the ground and collapsed. He just knelt there sobbing, saying, "I killed him over and over."
Oh, unless Haladan had come down with lycanthropy or vampirism, and Emil was trying to create a cure, and he died trying to. Haladan died while he was trying to be cured. Did he strike you as coherent, remorseful?
He didn't seem mad, if that's what you're asking. But he wasn't lucid either. When it comes to murderers, I've met more than my fair share. So you can trust me when I say Emil's no murderer. He might have killed Haladan, but it wasn't on purpose.
Any idea where they'd gone prior to the murder?
Look, you need to promise me you'll keep this to yourself. Saltbreeze Cave is just south of here. Well-worn entrance, wizard's tools scattered about. I tried to tell the Sapiarchs about it, but your answers are in that cave. Guaranteed.
What do you know about it?
This business with Emil was just too odd. Once the Sapiarchs convicted him, I had to find the truth of it. I took my coursing hound, Othelus, down to the gate and had him follow Haladan's blood trail. It led right to the mouth of that cave.
And you didn't go in?
No, Saltbreeze has a sour reputation. It used to be a popular haunt for the city youth to drink, sing, fornicate, that sort of thing. Then we lost a pair of lovebirds in a salamander attack. It's been abandoned ever since. At least we thought so.
And the Sapiarchs refused to investigate?
Of course they did. They'd already declared Emil guilty of the murder. Can't lose face over something like this. You got a confession, Milleron, just let it go. Humph. They're just anxious to be done with this whole affair.
So, you saw the body. What do you think happened?
That's the other thing. Haladan looked like he'd been thrown off a cliff. Legs broken, blood leaking out of his ears, collapsed ribcage. You tell me how a wiry Breton could do that to someone. It doesn't make a whit of sense.
Powerful mage. Spell?
Unless he can conjure up a stone club the size of an ox yoke, I just can't imagine it. I'll tell you to examine the body yourself, but the Sapiarchs already burned it. Convenient.
How do you know about this cave?
This business with Emil was just too odd.
Okay.
Once the Sapiarchs can...
Someone painting at night.
No, that won't do. The color must be vibrant. Finally, the courier. I expected you hours ago. You must acquire my materials at once. And don't think I'll compensate you for the rush, given you're the one who was late.
I'm not the courier.
Oh, well, I can hardly keep track of every face I hire. An artist's work is endless. I need colors. Rich, rare, vibrant. After all, this painting will be the masterpiece of my career. I simply cannot work with mediocre shades.
What are you on about?
Reagents, ingredients, naturally, of course. I require that you gather the supplies needed to make the vivid paint this masterwork requires. Just take this list. Oh, and this tea, of course. You'll need it to acquire the first item. Now hurry along. I really do need you to hurry along. Inspiration could strike me at any moment, and I simply must have the perfect colors when that time comes. Oh, of course.
Hard at work, Tintoria? How goes your finger painting?
Very well. I see you deigned to step out of your florid abode. Come to see how a real...
Right.
Why, certainly skilled at boasting. If only you had the artistic sense Oriel gave a mud copper, you might produce something as well.
Your tongue remains as sharp as your wit. When I'm declared the royal continuous
No, I want to...
invitation to dinner.
What a kind offer. Though I'm sure that won't be necessary. After all, we both know that I'll be the one to acquire that position.
So where the hell's this cave? Explore salt breeds. Oh, there it is. Looking right at it. All right. God damn it, stupid thing. All right. In the cave. Yeah, I think Haladon was infected by something, and Amir was trying to cure him, and nasty reaction to the cure, and he died. That's my guess. So technically Emil did kill him, but not... Oh fine, just die. Yeah, oh, goddamn wisp. To go, I think I'm going to want to go around this way. Alrighty. Mess with the crabs. Looks like a secret workshop. So they were working on something. So we're going to kill something or someone. Sepiar's key. into the lab. So what was he working on? What had he screwed up? Dear Haladon, how good it feels to write to you again. I apologise for the long gaps in our correspondence. The Trade Ministry set an aggressive schedule when Queen Irene set out her decree, leaving me little time for personal matters. I spent most of the last month at sea. Now it comes to it, I must share some ill news with you. I recently found myself stranded on a remote island for a few days, result of gross negligence on our navigator's part. Everyone who set foot on that cursed island, including me, contracted a horrifying illness, a fatal illness that turns the skin to stone and drives sufferers to lunacy. Even now I feel my joints stiffening and my mind wanders constantly. I wish to see you one last time before the sickness claims my body and mind. Will you see me? I can reach Lilandriel by month's end. I hope to hear from you soon. Most sincerely, Noricea. Dear Noricea, my heart breaks at this dreadful news. You must come to Lilandriel at once. Sapiarchs have ample resources, I promise you. We will cure this affliction no matter the cost. I've met someone. His name is Emil, and he possesses a rare gift when it comes to the arts of healing and restoration. Between the three of us, we will find a way to restore your good health, I swear it. Please hurry, and if anyone suffers the same affliction, bring them too. Your dear friend, Haladon. That could have been a mistake.
Who's there? Please don't hurt me. I mean you no harm.
And you are? Oh, Noricea.
Emil, is that you? Where is Haladon? Is he all right?
I'm afraid Haladon's dead, and Emil was arrested for his murder.
Auriel, forgive me. Please listen carefully. Emil did not murder Haladon. I swear it. The two of them only sought to help me. I suffered from a mysterious affliction. Haladon and Emil infected me with vampirism to halt the disease's progress.
Vampirism? Did you kill him?
Gods, no! I came here with my companion Gerwadel. By the time we arrived, her illness was terminal. Emil tried to administer the cure to her too, but she broke free and attacked Haladon. There was so much shouting. I thought maybe they escaped.
If your companion murdered Haladon, why is Emil taking the blame?
Stone abominations. Vampiric alchemy. If the Sapiarchs found out that Haladon had a hand in this tragedy, they would strike his name from the histories. Emil would never let that happen. Read Haladon's notes, you'll see the truth of it.
So Emil would sacrifice himself to protect Haladon's memory.
Absolutely. Haladon and Emil loved each other deeply. It was obvious from the moment I arrived. Emil would never let something he did jeopardize Haladon's reputation. Were their roles reversed, Haladon would do the same thing. Guaranteed.
So is reputation really that important?
I don't think you understand the Sapiarchs. It wouldn't be a simple matter of not praying over Haladon's grave. They would expunge his memory entirely. Every discovery he made, every scholarly paper, everything. It would be like he never existed.
Would telling the truth put you at risk?
Undoubtedly. The Sapiarchs would probably dispatch a few vampire hunters to find me. But don't worry about that. I'll find a way to take care of myself.
Has vampirism cured you?
I believe so. The fog is gone. The flop sweats and sleepless nights with dreams of blood and stone. But the cost was high. Too high. Poor Haladon. And now there's the hunger.
The hunger?
Yes. I can feel it creeping up the back of my throat. That thirst. It was just a tickle at first. Now, who knows how far it will go? Emil brewed this form of the virus alchemically. Maybe this will pass and I won't need to feed it all. I can hope.
Do you plan on drinking blood?
Never. Enough people have suffered on my account. Anyway, how would I find them? The shale skin disease claimed my sight before Emil had the chance to administer the treatment. I will find a way to survive without harming others. You have my word.
How are you going to get out of here if you can't see?
My new condition does have a few benefits. My senses are keener now than they've ever been. I can hear the flutter of a moth's wings and smell lichens in the next room. It's enough. It will have to be enough.
And the affliction?
They called it osteochondritic fever. A rare virus that hardens the skin like stone and oyster shell. And as if that weren't bad enough, it also drives you insane. Gerwadale had already succumbed to the madness when she attacked Haladon.
So, how did you get it?
We were part of a merchant fleet that got blown off course. Wound up beached on an island full of slowed mischief. Something in the air there. Or perhaps the water. All of us were infected, truthfully. Because he was the kindest, most generous mayor I've ever known. We were childhood friends, you see. When I wrote to him about my condition, he didn't even hesitate. He just bid me come to Lilandra, no questions asked.
Alright. Yeah, I've already read these, but now I've got to read them again.
Hurry to Lilandra, prove Emil's innocence. I'll find my way. Somehow.
Talk to Emil. Damn it. That's the way out. Yeah, it's a wisp mother. The heck? This is the way out. Yeah. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can save Emil. As we're passing. Come on. Oh god, this leaf stick is driving me nuts.
Well?
Yeah, alright.
You again? I told you, I don't want to talk about this. I'm guilty.
I met Norrisay, Emil.
What? No. No, you're mistaken.
No, she told me what happened. Her infected companion killed Haladon.
No, no, no. You can't believe her. She's lying. I attacked Haladon. I killed him. You're making this up. No one will believe it.
I know you infected her with vampirism. I have Haladon's notes.
No. Please, you must burn those notes. If the Sapiarchs learn what Haladon and I did, he'll be ruined. Disgraced. All his work will be for nothing. And Norrisay.
Poor Emil. He meant well. But these are shocking revelations. I never thought he'd be so reckless. Creating a potion. I care for Emil, but I have a whole guild to consider. We've brought many outsiders to Summerset, and our relations here are tenuous at best. Even if Emil didn't murder Haladon, creating a potion this hazardous is still grounds for exile.
And if I suppress the evidence?
I spoke to Sapiarch Saratarel. If Emil makes a full confession, the Sapiarchs will let us handle the details of his imprisonment. I've arranged for Emil to return to Stormhaven. A familiar setting, sympathetic guards. It's the best I can do.
Would he ever go free?
No. But then, there are many forms of freedom. Wouldn't you agree? Emil will have access to our vast library and ample opportunity.
Vivienne?
By Magnus, if what you say is true, Emil's innocent. You seem hesitant. Don't get bogged down in the details of his experiments. The important thing is that he didn't murder Haladon. You have to take this to the Sapiarchs.
And you're not worried about Haladon's friend?
She's a vampire. I grew up in Shornhelm, and I know how dangerous they are. They drink people's blood for Mara's sake. Look, I pity Norrisay, but we can't destroy Emil's life over one bad decision. Setting a vampire free is reckless. You know that.
And the damage to Haladon's reputation and the guild?
Haladon's dead. And if he truly loved Emil, he would gladly suffer humiliation to keep his beloved out of prison. You know that. As for the guild endures. We'll be fine. Just do the right thing.
Oh, God, now I've got to decide.
There's nothing to consider. Even if I didn't kill Haladon, the vampirism was my idea. He never would have agreed to it if I hadn't pushed him. Haladon meant more to me than you'll ever know. His memory is all I have left. Don't ruin it. Please.
Justice has to be served. All right.
Oh, Mara bless you. Losing Haladon was awful. I still see his bloody face with my waking eyes.
You have new evidence to present? Very well. I trust your investigation was thorough and unbiased? Or rather, as thorough and unbiased as an itinerant newcomer can manage. What new evidence do you wish to enter into the official record?
High elves. I have none.
Well, that is a surprise. As farcical as your investigation might have been, I appreciate your willingness to side with the facts. It does much to restore my opinion of the Mages Guild in Lilandril.
And what will happen to Emil?
I've already spoken with the guild diplomat, Kalawende. We resolved to send Emil back to Stormhaven. Leaving a Breton to rattle around in a high elf prison would reflect poorly on all of us. Better to imprison him among his own kind.
So that's it?
Mercifully, yes. The Mages Guild promised to imprison Emil for the rest of his brief Breton life. I have no reason to doubt their sincerity, given your honesty today. Let us put this matter behind us. The Guild and the Sapiarchs must move forward.
All right.
Now then, I see no reason to delay Emil's exile. I will formalize his conviction today, have him turned over to the Mages Guild shortly thereafter. This sordid affair has caused enough pain. I'll not draw it out.
And what does this mean for the guild?
Your honesty and Kalawende's willingness to accede to our demands give me hope for the future. The Mages Guild suffers from all the vices of youth, but perhaps, with our help, it can grow into an organization worthy of its proud high elf heritage.
High elves. What are they like? Yeah, we're not being stealthy anymore. Do I look like a sorcerer again? I had two choices to make, and I'm not sure which was the right one. That was probably the best choice overall for everyone. But it just kind of feels a bit shitty. I think someone's got a bounty. It's not going to beat that guard. Death time. I wonder if I revived him, whether he'd still have a bounty and just get killed again. That sounds kind of cool. Okay. I've done some exploring. I've done a couple of big side quests sort of done, or area quests, I guess. And we've done that haunted keep. That's not bad. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Might do some more tomorrow, because it's just kind of chill playing ESO. And then probably just last couple of days of the Overwatch comp season next week. Yeah, so I don't like Overwatch comp weekends. So yeah, some more ESO tomorrow probably. and back to Overwatch on Monday. I think that sounds like a plan. I love this game. It's so nice having like a whole new area to explore. And we had that big battle with the Griffins. That was cool. Yeah, Summerset, it's great. It's so pretty. That's been a good story as well. Okay, enough waffling. I need to go and get some dinner. That's me done. I'm out of here.